Well, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the WIXX Atrium. I'm Katie from the Murphy in the Morning Show. I haven't got to use that in over a year. We haven't had a band in here in forever, but we are proud to welcome Michael and Ben. This is the Astronomers right here. Welcome. Yay! Insert loud applause now because we don't have any guests here. We didn't bring any guests. These guys, the cool story about these guys, they're from Fond Du Lac, and we get a lot of local music sent to us here at the radio station. Be like, hey, can you play our song? Is there any way you can get our song on the radio? And a lot of times we listen to it and we go, well, it doesn't really maybe match the quality of what's out there now. Maybe it doesn't match the vibe of what WIXX does. Maybe the sound quality isn't as good. Maybe it's just not a hit. And when they sent me their song, Overthinking, I went, well, boy, it doesn't match any of those. It's got the sound that's working right now. It's got the sound quality. It sounds like a hit. It's fantastic. How did this all come about? How you guys started in like a jazz band, didn't you, in high school or something?
We met sixth grade in middle school, a little bit younger. We met in jazz band. We fell in love with, funky sounds, and we decided to start a band in high school. We went through high school playing local places. It was a lot of fun. And when we got to college, Ben had this project going called DJ Baker. He was coming out with more space-themed stuff. Ended up turning into the Astronomers. He hit me up and said, Michael, you want to be a part of this? I said, yeah. And we've been going hard at it ever since. It's been awesome.
Something to add to that, too, is when I hit him up over FaceTime, I was going to school in Platteville. He was going to school in Oshkosh. And, Platteville it's engineering school. Not many people are doing music stuff. So I'd be at the end of the hall, working on music stuff. And I'd show people, and they don't really get it. They're like, oh, that's cool. They don't have the same passion, So when I called him, I'm like, if we're gonna do this is like something I do every day. So we're gonna grind at it, and
And for local bands who are like out there going, man, I don't know, I sent a song once, you didn't like it. That actually happened with you. You sent me a song that I was like, eh.
So like our first one, All In. It's it did well on Spotify, but it's the EDM sound. I sent it to you, I think like 2 years ago or something, or a year or two, I don't know. But you said, it's the EDM sound. It's not really great for radio. I'm like, oh, we'll just try again. Just keep trying. And
you did. And tell us about how Overthinking came about, because it's a neat, like when we talk about it on the radio, it sounds cool that you recorded it in like a spare bedroom, but that's legitimately what you're doing, right?
That's what we do. Yeah. College house. All our new stuff is recorded in this, kind of older college house. It's not very nice. We got a fish tank running in the back. It doesn't even matter. Like, you can make good songs anywhere. But Overthinking, he was actually landscaping with his aunt, and he FaceTimed me. He was like, hey, I have this cool idea for a song. I took a voice memo while I was landscaping, and I'm like, oh, I got a ton of ideas for it. We're gonna, he played on the piano, went upstairs to his spare bedroom, and got like the idea down in like 4 hours.
It's just to add on to the whole landscaping thing. Over the summer, I worked with my aunt, and we did small landscaping projects around Fond Du Lac. And one of the houses we were at, I was just picking up some acorns, I think. I don't know. But I had this idea I had over in my head. And I told her name's Cindy. I was like, hey, Cindy, can I go to the car quick and record this voice memo? I've got to get this down before I forget it. And I'm so glad I have the original voice memo. It's hilarious, and I'm really glad I did that.
Very nice.
Yeah.
Well, I normally don't ask about inspirations and bands, but actually you guys told me unsolicited about a little bit about the starting point for how you guys kind of started to evolve your sound. And I want you to share that with the WIXX listeners and the world. On the internet.
For sure. AJR, one of our huge inspirations, we actually saw them for the first time in Oshkosh for a WIXX event, and 2016, I believe. So
that's back to school show, I believe.
Yeah, coming up on 5 years now, which is crazy. And we just fell in love with that new pop that they were creating, a mix of electronic, a mix of alternative, and it was just so unique to us. And so we kind of have been developing more of, okay, so how can we add our favorite stuff that we like to listen to also and make it Astronomers? And we've been trying to figure that out, and we've been doing that lately. So
something to add about the AJR inspiration. So I actually first heard I'm Not Famous driving home from my job. I actually worked at Culver's in high school. So I was driving home listening to WIXX. I heard it. I'm like, this stuff is insane. Who are these guys? You know, super creative. And then, you know, I did some research. I'm like, oh, AJR, that's cool that WIXX is playing them. They're not that big yet, you know. And that was my favorite song probably for, like, you know, a whole year. We got our high school band, you know, to play it in Fond Du Lac every show. That was kind of the hit because we went hard with that. But, you know, that night I went home and opened up GarageBand and tried, like, remaking the song, you know, super not good.
Well, you worked on it, though.
I worked on it, yeah, yeah. And then, you know, after that I just stuck with it and got Logic Pro and just, you know, got a lot better, and here we are.
All right, before we perform, what's your Culver's go-to meal?
Double cheeseburger, ketchup, lettuce, grilled onion, large fry, not a basket.
Wow, all right. Look at that. I'm the bacon. I like the bacon burger with tomato, onion. Yeah, it's fantastic.
Also, crispy chicken, lettuce, American cheese, mayo, no tomato, no pickle. I'm pretty picky.
You're difficult.
Yeah.
Got something about that.
Go-to Culver's meal?
Oh, for me, I gotta go with some type of chicken when I go there. Chicken tenders, you know.
All right, let's do this. This is pretty cool. They're gonna perform a song. It's kind of a stripped-down version of what you've been requesting on the air, and it made it #1 on the top 9 a couple times, right?
Great.
That's fantastic. Congratulations. This is the Astronomers right out of Fond Du Lac, Wisconsin, with Overthinking, WIXX. It's like a Studio 101 kind of. Here you go. Check it out.
Overthinking. 3 nights in a hotel room. No time to be on my phone, so I take it out on the Uber driver. But he still let me on my da-da-dum day. Was what I have for lunch now is 5 o'clock and I'm starving. And I don't think that we're done yet. Know that I'm still overthinking. That's the price you pay for over drinking. How did I get high in the bathroom anyway? La-di-da-di-da-di-da. 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 Yeah, it's the 3rd night in a hotel room. Getting sick of this whole dang song, but it's Wednesday and my phone bill's due. But he's calling asking how my da-da-dum day was. What I have for lunch now is 5 o'clock and I'm starving. And I don't think that I am done, and I don't think that I'm ready for what the news has to tell me. I'll probably just stick to itself and keep that all off my mind. Yeah, I know that I'm still overthinking. That's the price you pay for over drinking. How did I get high in the bathroom anyway? La-di-da-di-da-di-da. 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 Know that I'm still overthinking. That's the price you pay for overdrinking. How did I get high in the bathroom anyway, yeah. La-di-da-di-da-di-da. La-di-da-di-da-di-da. La-di-da-di-da-di-da.
Woo! Gentlemen, Ben, Michael, the Astronomers, thank you guys for coming in.
Thank you.
We appreciate it. Yep, thank you guys for listening. Bye.